Hello everyone, and welcome to another Arduino for Me tutorial. Today we'll be doing something a little differently actually. This will be the first time I've ever had a Raspberry Pi on my channel. I am really excited about this, guys. So a Raspberry Pi basically is a computer that's about the size of a credit card. The nice thing with the Raspberry Pi is it's both portable and affordable because it's only about $25. I paid a little bit more for this because I got the kit, and I'll have the kit on my website. I love going with kits, guys, so I've got a pretty good kit for you today, and I'm just going to basically go over that kit and basically unbox it. Alright, so let's start with the Raspberry Pi itself. Alright, so here it is. This is the Raspberry Pi. You want to be careful when you're opening these because of static electricity. You could actually fry your board, so you want to make sure that you're not standing on any carpet or around any pets or anything like that, and you should be good. So yeah, this is a Raspberry Pi. This is a B+. I think there's another model. I think there's a 2 that's after this, but I like the B+. It's cheaper and it works pretty well for everything that I've used it for. You've got 4 USB ports here for a mouse, keyboard, and our Wi-Fi dongle, it's called. You'll be able to get Wi-Fi with this, so that'll plug in there. So yeah, here's your board. You got a micro SD card slot here, and that's where your operating system SD card will go. So in your kit, you'll have the SD card along with your in the box here, and that's this right here. Now it says this is a pre-programmed 8 gigabytes micro SD card. It says it might appear as a 1 gig when we put it in our PC because it's pre-partitioned. The remaining space can be expanded as desired. So basically all we're gonna do is, let's see if I can get this open. I'm gonna grab a pair of scissors here. We're gonna get our SD card here, and here we go. Just gonna cut this. Another nice thing with the Raspberry Pi is that a lot of the stuff you find around your house can be used. Like you can use the charger for this. The power is actually just a power source for like your iPhone or your tablet, your Android tablet. So you can use those, which makes it really nice. So basically this SD card here is going to go in your slot, and if you get the kit, it's a pre-programmed SD card, and you want to push it in until you hear it click, just like that. So another really nice feature about the Raspberry Pi, there's a lot of nice stuff I'll just be mentioning through this whole video, is that if you get this kit, it'll come with the HDMI cable. You can just get it's just a regular HDMI cable, and you can plug this into your TV, or most monitors nowadays will have, for your computer, will have the HDMI port. So you can plug this into any screen that you have laying around. So that plugs in just like that, and the other end will go into your TV. I bought a special monitor, and if you guys want, I can give you the link to the monitor. I bought it off of Amazon. I can give you the link to that in the description of this video on YouTube. Let's see, here we go. And this is the monitor. It's got a HDMI port on the back so that you can plug it into your Raspberry Pi, and we're going to want that to boot our Raspberry Pi, basically to put the operating system on it. You're also going to want to get a keyboard that has a USB thing at the end, because the Raspberry Pi only has USB. I'm using this. It's a flexible keyboard. It's pretty cheap. I'll put the link to that in my description as well, so you can buy all that. You're going to want the keyboard to actually boot your Raspberry Pi. And then of course you're going to want a mouse. So I've got a mouse. So USB mouse, of course. Everything has to be USB. Let's see. We got some papers in here. We better save this. Better save the directions. Another nice thing that came with this is this chart. This actually goes over all your GPIO pins, they're called. General purpose, I'm not sure what it all stands for, but it's general purpose something pins. And these are your GPIO pins right here. And they can be used like the same way that you use your Arduino. There are no analog pins, but I'm pretty sure that they're all PWD outputs. I'm not sure about that. But this will tell you what all those are for. I'll be getting into that in future tutorials. If you guys want me to do that, let me know. So hold on to this chart. That's definitely very helpful. So let's see what else came in this. We got this heat sink, which I'm not going to use it, but if you want to, you can take the stuff off the back of this, and you can put it on your microprocessor right there. I'm not really interested in doing that, but you can do that if you want. Let's open up this box, and here we've got our power supply. Like I said, if you want to buy everything separately, you don't have to get this. I gotta build up a trash here. There we go. You don't have to get this, but it's nice to buy the kit. It's got everything, you got everything you need. You can use your regular Android tablet or iPhone charger. So there's our power source. All right. This is this came in the kit. This is nice. It's a case for your Raspberry Pi. It's got the cool Raspberry Pi symbol on it here. Let's see if I can figure it out. There we go. Opens just like that. It's pretty neat. Let's see if we can open this up. How does this open? Assuming it opens. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I think the bottom piece comes out. Is that how this works? I'm not really sure how this case goes. GPIO pins. Maybe this piece comes out the bottom. Oh yeah, it looks like that's how it comes out. Let's see. Here we go. You push it out the bottom just like that. So that piece will come out. And then you can put your Raspberry Pi up in here like that. So now you got access to all these. Another thing I wanted to mention was this is for doing like another display here. And then this is for the Raspberry Pi camera, which you can go to the Raspberry Pi website, and they actually sell a pretty neat looking camera there. No, didn't exactly fit very well in my thing here, but let's see. I want to make sure I have access to everything. For some reason, it looks like that is not going to have enough room. Huh. Let's see how this case goes on here. Oh well, I'll figure that out later, and I'll probably do that at the end of this video. But anyways, there's our cool case. And then, like I said, we've got our Wi-Fi dongle here. These are called dongles, which you can add on to the Raspberry Pi right here. This is for Wi-Fi. So that's pretty neat. That plugs right in here. Just like that. You've got Wi-Fi. Alright, so let's boot up this Raspberry Pi. I'm going to go over here and plug in my power. Alright, and now got a power outlet here. Take care of some of this trash. Okay, got a lot of garbage here. Alright, so basically, you can set this here. I'm going to plug my screen in. Going to plug in my Raspberry Pi here, and I'll show you guys how to actually boot the Raspberry Pi. Before I plug it in, I want to get all the other stuff plugged in here. Let's get this HDMI cable. Here we go. Alrighty, plug this in. I can figure out how this goes. There we go. And then we'll plug this in on this side here. Alright, so now our Raspberry Pi is plugged into the screen. Now there is no on and off switch on the Raspberry Pi, so as soon as you plug it in, it's going to start. I'm going to unplug my Wi-Fi dongle for now, just so that we can boot this up. Alright, so as soon as I plug this in, you'll see some lights turn on the Raspberry Pi. If I turn this off, you'll see some lights there. And now we'll turn on our screen, and we should start to see some stuff happen here. There we go. We got our Raspberry Pi booting here. Alright. Now, I'll just need to grab a mouse, so I will be right back. Alright, so I've got my mouse plugged in here, and I'm gonna bring this up here. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. Now, we are going to just remove my mouse here. Alright. We're going to select the first thing on our list. If you're using this kit that comes with the preloaded SD card, we're using Noobs, and that's new out of the box software. We're going to just go and click this Raspbian right here. Just going to select with the checkbox. See there, I'm just going to select the first option. Alright, let's see, that should be good. We're just going to use that, and then, pretty sure we're going to go up here, we're going to click install. Then it's going to say, warning, this will install the selected operating system. All existing data on the SD card will be overwritten, including any OSs that are already installed. And the OSs means operating systems. So we're just going to click yes, because that's what we want to do. And now that's installing. Now this is going to take a while, guys, so don't be scared if it takes a very long time. Basically, it's going to give you some helpful tips here on the screen. We're currently setting up your SD card, but don't worry, you'll be able to start programming very soon. Welcome to your Raspberry Pi. It's got a whole bunch of helpful tips that it goes through. You know, what Raspbian is. It's a system that's based on Linux, and they just changed it around a little so that it'll work pretty well with the Raspberry Pi. So if you're familiar with Linux, you'll be very well off with this. To get apps and stuff like that, you'll have to use command line and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure there's a software center as well, but we can all go over that as soon as this is booted. So basically, it's going to give you a bunch of tips. It's saying you're going to need to log in to the system. Basically, the username is Pi, P-I, and the password is Raspberry. So Raspberry, it's the same way Raspberry is usually spelled. It's Raspberry. So Pi is the username, P-I, and the password is Raspberry. Alright, so basically when you get in, it's going to ask for all that information. You can enter that in. It's saying normally you'll start out in command line, but you can switch it to your GUI, your desktop, like you're used to with Windows and Linux. All you have to do is type in the command start X, and we'll go over that once this is finished booting. Alright, so I'm going to pause the movie, and I'll get back to you as soon as it's finished booting. Okay guys, so it's finished booting here, and when it's finished you'll see something like this, and it says OS installed successfully. So we're gonna go and we're gonna click on OK, and then you'll see that this pops up here. Alright, here we go. This is our Raspberry Pi booting up. You'll see a lot of this. Let me see if I can change the brightness. If you get this screen, it's got a nice, you can change the brightness of this screen. Makes it really nice. For command prompt, you're going to want to put everything up to 100. Contrast, brightness, saturation. But if you go to anything else, you're going to want it on something else. So there we go. Now you can see that a little better. Hello. You can see me. Alright, so here we are. We can change all your passwords now. This is, you can change this right now. I'm just going to go to finish because I don't really want to change anything right now. I just want to get into my Raspberry Pi. But you can go to raspi-config, and I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. You can go to that, and basically that will finish it. Or you can change all this later. So I'm just gonna, you have to use your arrow keys with your mouse, or I'm sorry, arrow keys with your mouse. Use your arrow keys on your USB keyboard. Go to finish, click enter, and here you are. Now from here, we're gonna go and we're gonna click tab. Pretty sure it's tab. Or enter, let's see, there we go. I just kind of pushed a lot of enters. So basically, you're gonna start here, okay, and this is command prompt. This is your Raspberry Pi, so you're all set up. Now I know it doesn't look like a computer. That's because we're not on the desktop part. So if we go on the desktop bit, we're gonna do start S. Well, I'm sorry, my keyboard is a bit touchy. Start TX. We're gonna type start X, and I'll put the text on the screen so you know what to type. Then you want to push enter, and you'll go through all this, and then once we're finished here, it should pop up on a screen like this. My screen's too clean. Alright, come on. This is the initial startup. See my mouse going around in there. But it's taking a little while. Here we go. So yeah, that's your basic Raspberry Pi. You can probably see everything pretty well with this brightness. I might want to turn it down for myself, but we've got, actually I am going to turn this down just so that you guys can see this better. Alright, let's see here. Let me know in the comments what brightness works best for you guys for future tutorials so I can help you out with the Raspberry Pi. I'm going to use this brightness for now for me because I think it works best for me to see. So yeah, here is your desktop. You can change the background, you can do anything you can do with a regular computer. I'm just going to go over some basics here. You've got, here's your start menu. You can move that down. Click on that. Panel settings. I'm just gonna move that. I'm gonna put it on the bottom because I like it on the bottom. panel applets. Let's keep all that. That's good. Okay, so now that we've got that, you can, of course, move all these around. You can put icons on your desktop and everything. Change the background image. We'll go here. We can go to games. We got like a Minecraft thing that comes with it. We got Python games. You got internet. The Pi Store is where you can get all your software and stuff like that. I'm gonna plug in the Wi-Fi. I'm gonna go to here and I'm gonna take our Wi-Fi thing that came in the kit. And I'm gonna plug that into the USB port. Okay. There we go. Now that that's plugged in, should be seeing something pop up on the screen. Let's see here. Let's go to menu. Let's go to Wi-Fi configuration. Alright, so I went to here. I went to menu. I'm going to go to preferences and Wi-Fi config. Okay, now let's see. We've got adapter. Assuming it's the WLANO. The network. Connect. Says it's inactive. Let's see. Well, maybe I'll do another tutorial on getting the Wi-Fi to work. But until then, I'll be checking out the CanonKit.com. That's where you'll get all your help. If you are a bit lost with me and you want some more help, you can head to CanonKit.com here. But don't forget to let me know in the comments so I can help you guys out. I did go to CanonKit's website here, where I went to this video, canonkit.com/pi.case, and I found out how to do the case. So let's do that right now. I'm going to turn off my Raspberry Pi. We're going to go to menu. You never want to unplug it. You want to make sure that you always shut it down properly by going to menu, shut down. And then this will pop up, and we're going to click shut down here. And then OK. And then we wait for it to shut down. There we go. And now it's shut down. So I'm getting no signal. And on the Raspberry Pi board itself, there'll be a red light. Okay, now I'm just going to disconnect everything. Disconnect it all here. I don't actually have to do this, but I like to have all the wires disconnected so I can get up close to the camera here. Okay, so basically, you're going to take this bottom piece with your case. There'll be 3 pieces here. We're going to set those 2 off to the side for now. Take this bottom piece. Going to make sure we got our SD card spot and our Gpio pins over here. We're going to put that. There'll be 2 tabs, and you want to put those under those 2 tabs there, just like that. And then you put that, and that sits right on there just like that. Then you're going to take this piece here, and you're going to push it on top. It goes on the outside. At least I'm pretty sure it goes on the outside. Here we go. Come on. There we go. It just snaps on over top just like that, which works pretty well. You've got your SD card access here. You can snap that in and out. You've got all your ports on the side here. You've got all access to your ports here. And then we'll take our nice little case cover and we'll just snap that on top. Just like this. There we go. Well, let's see here. Pretty sure it snaps in, or yeah, let's yeah, there we go. Yep, sits on there just like that. This is a really nice case. I had another Raspberry Pi, and I've tried some other cases and they didn't work out too well. The Adafruit case was not too bad, but I'm more impressed with this case, I think, because on the Adafruit case it worked out pretty well, but two of the tabs broke off the same day I got it, and it wouldn't exactly stay together very well. I had to tape it together, but I like the way this is. It's very sturdy. Nice case. You got access to everything very easily. The nice thing with the Adafruit case is that it had like a latch that would open and close, but this one seems to open pretty well, nice and easily. You've got access to everything here, and it's got like a covering here, so that protects all your circuitry. So I'm really impressed with this case. Alright, so I'd say that's it actually. Let me boot up the Raspberry Pi one more time, plug that into our power, plug in our HDMI cable. Looks like a mess of cables right now, but that's only because I don't have short cables. You know, all my cables are really extra long. So this Raspberry Pi is actually extremely portable. Let's see. In fact, I've been watching a lot of the Ben Heck show, and he made his own MAME, Raspberry Pi MAME, and it's a very portable, cool looking thing. He does a lot of electronic prototyping and stuff like that, so definitely check him out, guys. It's pretty neat. I'll have a link to him in the description. But see if it'll boot up. Here we go. Now it's asking for our Raspberry login, or Raspberry Pi login. I'm just gonna type in two letters, P-I. Just like I was saying before, you just want to type in Pi. When it says Raspberry Pi login, Pi, enter, and then it's gonna say password, and I'm gonna type in Raspberry, or Raspberry. And enter, and you'll get all that. And if you did it right, you'll get this screen and this little S money symbol type thing, and a blinking underbar there. So that means you're ready to start with your command prompt. So we're going to type in start X, and again the text will be up on the screen for you by now. Start X and enter, and then you've got all that. That'll come up here. There we go, and there you go. That's the basic Raspberry Pi. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my YouTube page. Check out the website for cool Arduino projects and the code for them. And the kit for this and other projects is also on my website. Also, don't forget to check out Canaan Kit. They did this whole kit. They have a whole bunch of really helpful tips on basically every box except for the power kit, which you can't mess up. But they've got they've done a lot of really nice stuff. They're pretty professional. They've got a bunch of really helpful videos that I've used. There's your Wi-Fi thing, and they've got this really nice chart. So make sure you take a look at this chart. I'm hoping to be doing some of these tutorials in the future. It's pretty neat because you can use the Raspberry Pi like a Arduino in itself. Alright guys, we'll see you in the next tutorial. If you have any requests for tutorials, please let me know in the comments, and I will definitely look into it. Alright, see you later.